Well, if anybody's watching this, it's because I'm playing with it to try and find out what keeps on going wrong. And I've no idea really what I'm doing, so I'm just going through settings. And apparently, it's connection is excellent. Let's see what it says if I actually go into it. Stream key, everything there's set right. So here we go. It's doing its thing. Maybe it says excellent connection, which I will show you because I want to be able to see these things because I've been having problems with the suppliers of the internet. And so at the moment it says everything's great. It's excellent connection and that's it. Anyway, while I'm here, let's go back to me. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Right, okay, that's fine. Let's see what's coming and go and click on my own channel. I'll get one viewer, even if it is only me. Oh, look, it's doing something. Let's have a look. Oh, it's playing my video, as in it's playing me. So now I've got to turn my headphones on. And that should be all tickety-boo. Let's have a look. So, as you can see, wasn't really set up for doing this sort of thing. But, what the hell. What I will do is I'll just whisker on a bit, and if anybody wants to join me, then that's great. There's one watching, which is me. Let's go back to that bit there. And still says everything's doing all right. Oh no, if I do that, can I have both windows up at the same time? You never know. So let's give that a go. Oh yeah. See, I've got more than one monitor on here, and trying to play with these things. I've only ever used them. I've done the need to learning, as in I'm doing it because I need to, rather than sort of just playing with it for the fun of it. So anyway, let's have a look. What I will do is I will mention that I've put up a video today, which was quite good, and it was to illustrate the problem of having. Yeah, to illustrate the problem of having a thin stylus, i.e. an LP stylus, in a shellac 78 track. Now, it's a little known fact, I didn't know it until it was pointed out to me by one of the viewers, that they did make vinyl 78s. Not many, because the format was on its way out, as in 78, but they did make vinyl 78s, and the vinyl 78s actually have a LP width groove, so you can have a very good high quality playback. And the shellac records, the 78s, the original ones, have got a very wide groove, which is the 3mm as opposed to 0.3mm, so obviously the groove is, the stylus has to be 10 times bigger than an LP stylus, and that's why when you're playing back one of these cheap turntables where they've got all the speeds on them, including the motor that sounds like a buzzsaw, you don't get very good results for the simple reason that, well, it's rattling about in a groove. It means you can hear what's on the record and you might be able to enjoy it. And I did do some playing about. If you look on the channel, you'll find there's some videos of playing back some early stuff on the Crosley to see if it was worth doing and whether it was worth buying a stylus for it. Well, there were so many problems with the Crosley that it wasn't worth buying a stylus for it. I did buy a cartridge that was better than the one that came on it, and I will point out I didn't buy the Crosley, as if I had have done it would have been purely as an experiment to see if there was any merit in it, but I was actually donated it by well, it was somebody who had one and didn't want it because their mother had passed, and it was their mother's turntable. So it was, I mean, when you play the Crosley, sounds all right. But if you try and use the signals from it, they're so bad. The whole thing is, it's thrown together, and the end result isn't that bad. It's a bit like a beef burger from a very cheap beef burger manufacturer. You know, they throw everything in, and sometimes it tastes all right. With the Crosley that I had, not much of it still worked, but the bits that did work didn't work very well. Noisy motor, lots of rattling and clanking. But the cabinet is beautiful. I mean, it's such a shame that they put such a nice bit of wood. I mean, it's not gorgeous, but it's very good. They put such a nice bit of wood around such a lousy set of parts. There you go. Anyway, that's thoughts on that. But yeah, I'll put up a video today which is illustrating the size of the styli, and it did 800 views in about 40 minutes, and then in the next 20 minutes it did another 1,000, which I thought was quite good. So thank you very much. Love that. It's the sort of thing that I would like to get more often. Would really be nice to get some decent figures on the channel, because, well, I'm putting the effort in. There's hundreds of videos on the channel, but yeah. Anyway, I have asked in the past. This is doing all right, actually. It says I've got excellent connection. It says because the thing is, not only have I played with my not only have I played with my settings here, which I only ran the auto setup thing, and I'll just show you again on here. Cut. Oh, let's do a fade. Should do a fade. Why are you not fading? Obviously something's changed. Anyway, we do that. So there we go. You can see on there it says excellent and everything's working well. And now I'll go back to me, because, well, you know, that's what I do. And we'll see where it goes from there. Still says, there we go. Still says, what have we got in there? 3 concurrent viewers. Well, that's good. Be nice. If anybody's on here and they're just sort of just chilling, then you know, it'd be nice if you said hello. I will actually put some words in the chat. There we go. Hi. Just trying to get better results. And hit the camera turn, see what happens. Boom, there we go. Right. Okay, well that's it. Been watching some interesting videos, and I'm going to try and knock up some more stuff for various things. I really, this would be a good place to put out the request. If you've got anything you're interested in finding out or expanding upon or whatever, you know, put it in the comments, and I'll see if I can do some investigation and do some proper video for you on it. I want to do videos that people want to watch, and it seems to me the easiest way is to ask you guys what you'd like to watch. So in the absence of that, I just have to keep making it up as I go along, which is okay. You know, I don't mind doing that. I just like to make sure that the people who do bother coming along actually get something to watch that they might find of interest. Anyway, that's that. I would like to say thank you to the people who came to the live on Wednesday. It was, well, it wasn't a disaster. It's quite good, really, but I had the internet problem again, which, as I say, the supplier of the internet has done some settings changings, and it seems to be working at the moment. It's the same sort of time that I'd normally be on, so that's that. It wasn't just a case of clicking the button. It was a case of doing it at the right time. And so that seems to be working. And my wife's doing streaming at the moment on her channel, which is not on YouTube, but she's doing streaming on there. And that seems to be coping with both of us this time, which is unusual. So that's good. In the meantime, I know what I was going to do. I've had some updates. I've done some updates to the heat pump story, which I have got a video on the channel about. If there's any interest on that, we've got a 100% increase on heat pumps, and I can update that story if anybody's interested. Also, what else is there? Yeah, well, I'm going to do some more on 78s and things, and I'm going to do some more on just general video and audio and stuff. But as I say, if there's anything you'd like to know, or I don't know if anybody's worked it out, but the reason that the video on the VHS conversion, why PAL was an issue, the issue wasn't that the device wouldn't transfer NTSC to NTSC. That was fine. If I had an NTSC machine, as in one that put out raw NTSC, it would have copied it fine, no problem, other than the stretch tape problem, which is all down to stretch, alters the timing, so you get a bit of skipping and rolling. Sometimes you lose colour. But it would have taken it in as being NTSC, and that would have been fine. If I was playing a PAL tape, it would have taken that in as PAL, and that would have been fine. I've actually got a PAL recording, which I did, which I could show if anybody's interested as to how that was done. I can also show how the time-based corrector made a big difference on the PAL. So it wasn't necessary to do anything to the PAL other than to stabilise it. That was one of the things that was quite useful, I thought. But if you're not interested, I won't bother putting it up. And the other thing with it was, the reason there was a problem with the NTSC was because it was a multi-standard machine that tries to play out the NTSC in such a way that a PAL TV can actually deal with it. It would also do the same with, I hope, CCAM. Now, that's one that might be of interest because I've got some CCAM tapes, and if you try and play CCAM on a PAL machine, it doesn't like it. Even though it will give you frame and line lock, it will not actually give you colour because CCAM is a different standard. So it'll be interesting to see, and I can fire that up and see how that works, and what problems it throws up. So if there's any interest in that, please put some comments down, and I will take it on board and see if I can construct something that actually makes sense and is quite amusing, or if not amusing, educational, or if none of that, just hopefully not too boring. But can only do it if there's a demand for it. Anyway, this is still working well. It still says excellent connection, and I might as well sign off now then, because it was only a test, and yippee, it's actually passed the test. Right, anyway, I'm going to hit the button marked end stream, and it's all going to come to a halt. So I'll do that now, and bye-bye. See you another time.